we're coming your way on September 4th. All new episodes of NBA 2K TV and NBA 2K21, wherever.
Good Friday night to you, sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers and the Los Angeles Clippers. So the Lakers win the tip. And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Abdul-Jabbar. Johnson is out there with West, and there's Bryant, and it's Shaq in at the 5, down low. Now here's Bryant. It's rebounded by Leonard. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. George has got the ball. West with some nice D. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, and if you're going to give Bryant a lane to the rim, then you deserve to get dunked on. You know how tenacious he is when penetrating inside.
George against West. Pass to Zubac. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. Here's Zubac. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by Zubac.
I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
The shot by George, no good. Here's Johnson. Rebound by the Clippers.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And here is Johnson. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Here's Bryant. And finish off by Bryant.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Golden State. Here's Zubac. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Look, Kevin, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Here's George. Pass to Zubac. Dishes to Beverly. Johnson with the block. Feeds it to O'Neal. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And O'Neal, just a brute on the block. Simply overpowers the opposition.
George looking over the floor. Zubac trying to break loose. George, no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that. Don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
Now here's Johnson. Outside, Kobe. Back to Johnson. Fires for 3. That shot missing. And the Clippers will come the other way. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Oh, Leonard in position.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Bryant passes to Johnson. Back to Kobe. Just 5 to shoot. They get a hand on it. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. It's the Clippers with the ball. Johnson kicks to Bryant. Kept alive. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Knocks it loose. Stolen by George. Leonard with no one around. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Well, stretching the floor, Kawhi Leonard out at that distance, you're just so fearful of him driving by, and he knocks one down with confidence.
And the Lakers decide to take their first timeout here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Green is checked in for Zubac. Andrew Shamet comes in for Morris. Lou Williams is checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And, you know, when you look at Byron Scott and then add in the way he plays, really a pure shooting guard in every sense. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Baylor and the dunk by Baylor.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Outside, Scott. Looking for Chamberlain. He gets it there. And the layup's good off the glass.
But here's the problem. Now, no one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Now here's Jackson. Passes to Williams. 5 on the clock. A beautiful reverse layup.
Williams still has nasty handles. I love him busting out some of those tricky moves from time to time.
Goodrich against Jackson. Goodrich, that's good.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
In the corner, Shamet with it. No good from outside. The Lakers trail. Now Baylor. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
And it's the Lakers' ball. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
And they take the lead. Scott's got 5.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
There's Jackson with the 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter.
It's a moment when I slow down, I'm saying why.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Landry Shamet. Jermichael Green is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Williams at the shooting guard position.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
Clippers trail by 5. Leonard with the ball. A second chance effort. That one good for 2. 10 points for him.
Well, on nights where Kawhi Leonard piles up some points, he can make a big mark because of the offensive rebounding prowess.
Here's Goodrich. That one a little long. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. The pass to Jackson. And he comes up with the deuce.
A little awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
To the left side wing. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Williams. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard finds Jackson. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Wilkes, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now that's what you're going to get with Pau Gasol, a tremendous passer who's got his eyes up at all times.
Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Warriors in San Francisco. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for JaMychal Green. Marcus Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. George is checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. Here's Johnson, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Now it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. The Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he sinks the 2nd.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Jackson. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here's Beverley. After Magic Johnson's bucket, count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Beverley.
That's a pretty impressive finish for Montrezl Harrell.
From 15 feet away, again, Los Angeles.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Pass to Morris. The dish to Jackson. Over Johnson. Jackson misses.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here's the Lakers. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by West. Johnson's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
Now, he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the... Jackson finds George. Hits it from three-point range. George has got 7.
Paul George showing his offensive confidence right there, just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hands.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Los Angeles leading by 8. Left side, Kobe. O'Neal trying to break free. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by West.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
West against Jackson. Pass to Morris. Lob pass to George. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Kobe. Tries again. The shot's good.
And Bryant just plays without fear. In fact, he's constantly looking to score through the contact.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Zubats. Landry Shamet comes in for Patrick Beverly. And it's Williams in for Reggie Jackson. And that one misses. Clippers trail by 12. Back to George for the three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Well, Paul George starting to feel real comfortable right now at the three-point line.
Here's Scott, and it's sent back by Morris.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they're going to run here. Got to run a good play.
Williams against West. It's deflected. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And finished off by Bryant.
And Bryant, just a superb athlete, terrific at just imposing his will on the defense on that drive.
And here's George. 10 points for him. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. And we've reached halftime in this one.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, a competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period. And that should do it.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kobe Bryant really making a difference here.
Ooh, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got O'Neal. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Kobe. Then there's West. And it's Johnson in at the 1. And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kobe against Leonard. Now here's Bryant. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3.
And a good example of why Leonard perpetually makes the all-defensive team. You are caught on the Hawaiian Islands.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Los Angeles on D. On the wing, Kobe. There's the 3. And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 11-point game. From the stripe. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Kobe.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. They are just killing them on the interior.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Los Angeles with another miss.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Good. 10 points for Johnson.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Johnson against Beverly. Leonard inside. Rebound the Lakers. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
They get it again. O'Neal. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the Lakers lead by 17. Here's Leonard. 10 points for him. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Worthy's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Baylor comes in for Bryant. And it's Goodrich in for West. Clippers trail by 15. Outside Leonard. Beverly for three. Johnson with the block. To the paint. Worthy dishes to O'Neal. And he lays it straight in. Shaq's got 4 points this quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Clock at 6. Here's George. Cans the 12-footer. George has got 12 points in the game.
You can only do so much right there. It's a good challenge on the Paul George shot. It didn't matter much.
They double-team Johnson. Here's Worthy. His three-pointers off the mark. Beverly against Johnson. And here's Leonard from three. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. O'Neal's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Zubas. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Beverly deciding where to go with it. And he banks in the layup.
He's attacking right now. Patrick Beverly just getting fired up. And his team is doing the same.
Inside, guarded by Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
A different look for the Clippers. Green, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Andre Shamet comes in for George. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Clippers trail by 15. The pass to Leonard. Over Micah. And it's Leonard missing.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Jackson against Scott. Now Jackson. Good work there as it goes.
No, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Here's Scott. Green with the rebound.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And Worthy throws it down.
Hard not to be a fan of the way Worthy plays. You see the quickness and agility there on the drive.
59 seconds left in the third. Now here's Williams. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Shamet. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Unblockable shot unless they get a bigger man on him, and I'm looking at the roster sheet, Kevin. I don't see anybody bigger.
On defense, the Lakers. 19 points, which is the largest margin in the game.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Leonard with the ball. He's got 12. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, Jackson. And the Clippers miss again. And so it's Los Angeles. Sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Landry Shamet is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Green, and there's Jackson, and it's Williams at the 2 guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. No good on the 3.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Bryant's shot is off.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Baylor with the steal. All alone, and the dunk by Baylor.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward, a good possession all the way around.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Saul comes in for Abdul-Jabbar, and it's Goodrich in for West. And Williams, who brings it up for the Clippers. Brent, when we talk about home court advantage, do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar, something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
Clock at 4. Here's Mann over Baylor. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Lakers leading by 22. Kobe goes in. Oh, that was something else.
Yeah, love seeing Bryant just get up and go for it. His leaping ability never ceases to impress.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Williams passes to Mann. He kicks it to Noah. Williams up on top. He's covered by Goodrich. They grabbed their own miss. Williams has gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Here's Bryant, and the dunk by Kobe.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Here's Magruder. Brent, when constructing a team, it's always tricky to fit in max contracts. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
It's incredible to say that, right,
It
Kevin?
is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James, whose $35 million contract might be worth $100.
I always thought about Jordan, too, right? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And for the years that Michael Jordan was underpaid in Chicago for what it was he was doing. But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, and for you to try to build a team and a roster to put out on the floor to play this game and have opportunities to win championships, it's really the only way, and sometimes unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what it is that players can earn.
Williams finds Zubats. Back to Williams. Pass to Magruder. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Now here's Kobe, following the miss by Lou Williams. Here's Bryant.
Block. Side out.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. And the Lakers with possession here. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. George dishes to Beverly. Morris, left side. Rebounded by Elgin Baylor. And here's Los Angeles. And it's Paul George with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Brett, we have seen some players refuse to speak to the media. For whatever reason, where should that line be drawn?
Well, there is a role and a responsibility, I think, of every player in the league, Kevin, given that it's an entertainment industry and that people have jobs around this league to tell stories, to have access to those players. Now, every player doesn't want to talk or get into certain things, but their availability should be made and people should have access to them. Look, I don't want to take out the trash every Tuesday, but I understand I got to do it at home. And so players have a responsibility to their franchise to be a voice at times.
I always thought you were terrific with the media.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. Maybe that's how I got this job.
Here's Mikan, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mikan's got his first basket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Now here's Beverly. Passes it to Patterson from downtown. Cans it from downtown. Patterson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, Patterson being a little more assertive in the offense here tonight, ready to shoot that time off the direct pass.
Yeah, easy call.
That's his first personal. Gail Goodrich at the line for 2.
First free throw is good, so both teams making some changes here. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Beverly. Wilkes with a rebound.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
The three. Rebound by the Clippers. There's a minute left in the game. And here's Beverly. To the wing right side. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
That's a nice dime from Patrick Beverly there, distributing the ball from the point guard position.
Beverly against Goodrich. It's Scott on the wing. Lets it go with the three. Goodrich, that's good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Patterson, following the three by the Lakers. Now the pass to Noah. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mann. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Now here's Goodrich from past the arc. The offensive rebound. Mikan, that's good.
Yeah, he just has such great command of that area of the floor. Mikan puts just as much effort into his offensive rebounding as he does